Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host and Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland of here to 2v2 on Eindhoven. In the north, it is Major Kusanagi and unsightly Mallard. Tried to get some various translations. They roughly just boiled down to unsightly Mallard. So we're just going to call him Mallard just to keep things going there. Fighting here for combined British-American task force here, a weird mobile assault. Vanguard, Royal Years here with the 51st Infantry backing up the 3rd Armored Division here with urban assault, tactical support, and infantry. In the south it is Ausar and Fire&Terror fighting here for the Wehrmacht. And the, of course, forming the German army here. Taking on the role of let's just go with Panzerdivision here. 3rd and 7th companies. We got Breakthrough there with the Breakthrough Tactics, Panzerfusilier, Sturmoffizier, Assault Artillery, and the Jagdtiger. Then just Fire&Terror, the Luftwaffe Supply, Lightning War, and Mechanized. Triple section start there for Mallard. Double Rifleman there for Kusanagi. Sniper Grenadiers there for Fire&Terror. We got double Panzerfusilier here for Ausar the Vile. Snowing out here to grab some territory there for Deutschland. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters. Wonderful people one and all. And certainly their support keeps the Propagandacast running. Other people can follow the heroic example of pledge on Patreon. They can do it via PayPal. Link in the description. And as you know, consider purely comments field. Link in the comments. Use the code CoH2 as written there. And as you know, comment, like, share, subscribe. With those messages out of the way, let's get to the fighting. Rifle squad here, being engaged with German troops here in the northern castle ruins here. Of Castle, I don't know, Eindhoven? Zooming in, the west side, we got the sniper there. Landing a hit down the section. Or Castle Grobendonk for all I know. 3rd Panther squad there for Ausar the Vile. Sturmpionier there, taking a few hits here from the Rifle squad there. Something absolutely ripped apart here. Not a great engagement here for Ausar the Vile here, for sure, versus Kusanagi here. His Rifle liaisons are giving here Ausar's men a hell of a pacing there. In the west here, we got the gunners being flanked by the section. On the west side, we got sniping about here as well for Fire&Terror. We got the Sturmpionier routed, almost wiped out here. And he does get the wipe. Giving those Nazis a good beating for democracy. Rifle squad closing in here, but that's a really bad start there for us, losing Sturmpionier that quickly. And obviously not really getting any wipes from the turn. Meanwhile, got Mallard there with more sections. Sniper there being outmaneuvered. Obviously goes for section against the British because the sniper can be a real pain in the posterior for the British to deal with. Their 4-man section is quite vulnerable, obviously, to that, and they don't have any easy immediate countersuit either. So, in that regard, a Wehrmacht sniper can be quite handy dandy for some players, and it basically also gets around the British advantages being really good in heavy cover. You don't have to worry about that if you're killing them from afar. Ground squad puts with the Panzer squad here being baited out into engagement with 2 squads versus 1. That's going to be a win here for Ausar. And most of the riflemen could maybe get a kill or 2 in, but the question is how many more casualties will they suffer. In this case, somehow the engagement goes very much their way as they start really picking off the Panzer there. Great here for Kusanagi in the end, but obviously it's another hindrance, another series of unfortunate casualties here for Ausar. On the west side though here, Fire&Terror and the 5th Panzer Grenadier Company has managed to breach through into the west side here, east side here, Ausar though, and the 7th are making good progress as well. Gonna see with the bunker up there, Belgrade headquarters there for Ausar the Vile as well. No commanders yet picked here for the Allies. Got Rifle squad captaining out here, BAR. Got Mechanized command post upgrade there, fairly standard. Sniping about here, 4 kills. Gonna use the advanced Rifle squad here. Kusanagi launching all in here against Fire&Terror to assist his teammate, but of course also ensure that the western fuel point gets liberated. Meanwhile, Mallard here going for a deep flank here with triple sections, leaving the Pioneers, who of course were already deeply overexposed and unsupported, very much in the position where they have to retreat. Good coordinated push here by Mallard and Kusanagi here, and of course Ausar already in a pretty weakened spot there, simply cannot assist his teammate. And in fact, we can see a massive throng of Americans there, very much just bullying the Grenadiers through a gauntlet and threatening a wipe here. We got Ausar and Grenadiers to assist here, but there's still a chance here the Grenadier squad here under Fire&Terror's command could get wiped, but no. Fortune dustily smiled briefly on Fire&Terror there. We got more punch with Ryan, but against these many Americans in such positions, without more firepower, it's going to be tough here for us as Panzer to really fire at them. He's going for G33s, but he's going to need, machine guns, I think, seriously threaten. Sturmoffizier, though, is a good addition, but he's still not a machine gun. I mean, he can maybe shout out orders as fast as a machine gun, or these insults, but not quite a Maschinengewehr. Ravscourt pushing users there. Like to Mechanized company there for Fire&Terror. We got Urban Assault here for Kusanagi. With Urban Assault equipment, Sherman Assault kits, Rangers, cover to cover, and of course the M4 Sherman Calliope. Ravscourt Grand Northern Point here. Fun fact, the Americans actually had a second Sherman tank equipped with rocket artillery, that is known as the Whiz-Bang, which actually fired larger, but of course fewer rockets. They're all fun side note there. Comes to the Ravscourt there by the northeastern nations point here on the west side here. Fire&Terror pushes forwards once more for Deutschland. Like to Maschinengewehr there for the Grenadiers. We got the anti-aircraft after here for Kusanagi, of course. This just leaves Fire&Terror and Mallard here without... Oh, now there's a Rife Grenade. In fact, almost landed 2 wipes here on Mallard. Imagine if we gotten 2 wipes. That would have been a absolutely sucker punch there of a Rife Grenade there to Mallard. Even then, like, he almost lost 2. So that's, like, really good with just 1 wipe and then a near wipe. Armored car there for Fire&Terror. Sturmoffizier there, of course, leading the way for Deutschland. Northie half-tag out there for Kusanagi. We got Ravscourt pushing the eastern side here for Kusanagi, sweeping up to the eastern at Victory Point and Field Point. Opening here, Ausar's right flank. Sniping about the west side here. He could go for Luftwaffe supplies and go for the Luftwaffe field officer for double officer action. Punch looming up here. Academy for their Ausar. Ground western point, got the half-tank move through the centre here. Germans do lack some anti-tank weapons for now, at least. Of course, that will quickly rectify the Kednerfer. Got officer there being attacked by the captain and the Ravscourt. There we go. We got them. Target them. Quickly making the captain much easier target here. With that set, the captain also gets a bit of a boost because, you know, he doesn't like being targeted. Feuerfrauensat amerikanischer Officer! You call me what? Goddamn Nazis, I'm not taking that! Get 'em, boys! Enemy forces are securing our territory. I imagine that's how it basically goes. Anyways, pack 40 there for Fire&Terror. Sturmpioneer there for Ausar finally. Obviously, we'll need them at some point to repair stuff. Plus, of course, a Panzerschreck is also handy, unless he intends to go for them on the Panzerfusilier here, which I don't think he will, though. But Kim Avalanche go down the anti-aircraft Traftech punches right through there. East side here, the work continues to unravel the German supply lines there. Did get the half... Oh, it's abandoned! It's abandoned of all the things. But still, Ausar, they should be able to, like, destroy it. So it's still going to be a bit of blow. There we go, wrecked. Meanwhile, we got the AC Mark III armoured cart here for Mallard and the British Army. Punch the Radibariations with their little carbines. We got the armoured cars, the sections here, backed up by some Pioneer, moving the armoured car back there to push out cover. Also make it happen to get up to 3 shots there, but there you go. The AC Mark III is going to be a hell of a problem here for Fire&Terror's 2-2-2. I'd say chance of getting that one alive there is going to be limited here. He's trying here to make use of the train here, but Mallard, of course, is an experienced player here, and can, of course, just use attack round, shoot through the hedges there. And now we got Ravening Force. We've even got the fire or cover to cover there to boost the mobility. Thumbs up there. Great kill here for the Allies. Removes their Fire&Terror's mobile elements. They're roughing in the section this time, than heavy cover, so they take less damage. Arm coming in, and we got the pack 40 there for Fire&Terror. Unsurprisingly, German Geeks capture the Eastern Field Point here. Good disruptive play by Kusanagi. And in a sense, he's using that to like draw away forces from the main theatre of engagement, which is currently in the centre of the map here. So it's fairly smart play there by Kusanagi. Thumbs up. Back here, what we got going. Not much else for the Germans as of yet. They probably want to take up soon. Kemler gets a good hit on the AC Mark III. Punching right through the frontal armor there. We got Savas here for Mallard to repair his armor. We got the Sturmoffizier here, Reti at the front line. North here, Panzers Ralph Gordon Reactions G for the Thieves versus M1 Garands. Ralph Squat there being slowly bled out, but the Panzer not taking beating with the stats set with the G for the Thieves. The Panzerfusilier definitely enjoy the upper hand, plus of course the extra guy in the squad. Center this used by the Sturmoffizier. Grabbing the center. We got the pack out of there for Kusanagi. Certainly good for a map like this. I mean, generally, a lot of 2v2 maps really benefit from it. In fact, some 2v2 maps just tend to end up in artillery matches because they don't actually allow for much else. We do have a Telemann here for Fire&Terror laid down previously. Thumbs up to that. Even hasn't, like, knocked out the AC or any other armor. That day can still come. Roughing it in the section there. Again, takes 50% less damage. If the grenade goes in here, cover there behind. Sniper there, flanked by the section. Good flank by Mallard, just RNG was not with them at all. There's literally not a single shot they hit the sniper. That is some impressive dodging skill for the sniper. You see they're firing away there. But needs to retreat here. Soon do get another Afghan in the section. This time as to retreat, we got cover to cover again here from Kusanagi. And again, note the way he's using it. Partly, of course, to cover the retreat, but also, again, the way it then boosts other troops nearby, allows them to quickly rush into positions well. That's a pretty smart use there. Like, most players just use it only just as a cover ability, but Kusanagi obviously remembers there's more to it than just a smoke. So, thumbs up to that. Germans are making fairly good progress in the Allies despite everything. Got the mines that are spotted. The Telamine, or plate mine. One of various German anti-tank mines used by, well, the Germans, obviously. There was also the Regal mine. But the Telemann was more common. It was also fairly flexible and could be used in a variety of ways. And would also at times basically be used like a satchel charge. Fun fact. Tech there for Fire&Terror. Ausar there also with tech here. The Schwerer Panzerhauptquartier already up and authorized. Section around west here is the Grenadier. We also got Bren guns going up here for Mallard. Bren standing for Briano, which is the Czechoslovakian city sort of originated from, as it was based off a Czechoslovakian light machine, and then the Enfield. So, little fun fact there. Grenadiers here, Panzer is the captain there. Rival squad pushing up the centre. Okay, we definitely need to be careful here. News there's the sappers. Tech down there. Ausar's authorized. Still a bit to go from calling some Panzers here versus the Allies. West side, we got the pack shooting. Misses the EC quite drastically. Sniper, of course, does not. He's got 17 kills. And he's closing in on SE2 pretty fast here. We've got the Instant Explosive round here. Or the Beobachtungspatrone, observer round. Which, I mean, it guess assumes it's like used for like observation purposes, like to maybe mark targets out or something. I'm not entirely sure. But still a little fun fact there. We got Ralph going about here around the center here. 6-pounder gun there, or M1 entertain there for Kusanagi. Got the officer here versus the rifle squad. Veggie 2 now. Definitely makes him significantly better as he gets another guy to the unit. To his little command squad. The German army tended to put a bit more emphasis on its officers leading from the front. This combined with Auftragstaktik certainly gave the German army a fair amount of flexibility, though also a fair amount of casualties amongst its officers. Got the Sturmofficer moving forwards here, 7 kills, half 8 to 3 there. Pack cars are landing pretty close there. Typically, though, officers would not be running around with the Luger at the front line. They, you know, typically be more likely to run around with, like, MP40s or even Sturmgewehrs. Panther 4 there, though, for Ausar. As for Fire&Terror, still no support McCourt. Still no commander either from him or from Mallard. There we go, support McCourt going at least. At this point, it feels like it's going to be Lightning War here for the Tiger tank maybe down the road. Could also be Mechanized maybe. Oh, just as I start talking about Mechanized, he does pick it up. Command tanks, 250-1.5 tracks. Vehicle critical repairs, spawning subs, and the Leichter Feldhaubitze Aktion. Definitely one of those commanders that's well popular is certainly not one I'm a big fan, in part because while it certainly has a lot of handy abilities for something called Mechanized, it really doesn't feel mechanized at all to me. Feels a bit like, you know, false advertisement. But anyways, command train there for Fire&Terror. Befehlspanzerkampfwagen 4. Got the machine being hammered here with the section with the Bren guns here, about to lose his Maschinengewehr. Rafkin on the section, they almost got it. Nearly gets away. Ausar's Panzerkampfwagen 4 aus von Jod, der ist ready for the fight. Here we got the Panzerdiagram, the submissions point here. Again, back for the Reich. Armored car then getting the Gardese with the 10 from the cannon. Sniper there with 27 kills. Really bringing up the tally there for Deutschland. But there you go, Panther rolling through here, adding the Penlight Maschinengewehr. Sturmoffizier is now Veteran 3. Which means he won't be far from Veteran 4 and then Veteran 5, but he does actually get the Sturmgewehr. At which point, combined with the bonus of the Obersoldaten in his squad, he actually becomes a really powerful infantry unit there for the Oberkommando West. So moving up. Got the command tank out here for Fire&Terror. Panther moving up, engaging the rifle squad there. Quick shot there. And he's now equipped the officer with a Bren gun as well there. Panther getting a shot off there. Shot bouncing off there. Came landing good here on the Scot. But the officer is forced to retreat. Here we got the Panther 4 command tanks and the infantry, blasting them to bits with his high explosive shells. Fun fact, though, the high explosive shells of this one would actually have been better than the high explosive shell, of course, of later Panther 4s, because the higher velocity required a thicker shell coating, or thicker shell for the, well, shots there, so they, wouldn't tear apart due to the higher velocities they go out of. That kind of meant, like, a gun with a low velocity on hand just had better high explosives, because, again, like, they were less going off fast, so again, less, thick shell. Thus, more room for high explosives inside there. But again, of course, on the other hand, much weaker armor-piercing rounds because, again, they just couldn't really achieve higher, velocities. So, fun fact there anyways. Bit about ballistics. Panzer pushing forwards here, ripping through the Allied lines in the west here. Again, very rough description of it, obviously. Panther getting flanked by the sappers. We even got some anti-tank grenades off the heat there, damaging the Panther 4. Panzer routed. Smoke deployed here to mess up the German lines. Thumbs up there to Kusanagi and his little Scot. He could, of course, benefit from Germans here with the assault kits. But right now, the Germans have really just controlled the field here quite well as the Allies. And Mallard at this point is now the only player without a commander picked. Sturmofficer heading out again there with a little Bren gun, which for some German troops wouldn't have been too different because some of them were actually equipped with the Czechoslovakian, gun there, which again the Bren gun was pretty much just based off as a minor modification. Initially used by the Waffen SS, it would later be used by just, realign units and, less great infantry divisions. Fun fact. Anyways, Veteran 4 then, the Sturmofficer, really powerful there for sure. And again, once at Veteran 5, it becomes really dangerous there for the Allied infantry around that Sturmofficer. So Sturmofficer can be a really good investment, as you can see there. Sniper cream forwards here, looks like he may have taken out their Fire&Terror sniper. No, he hasn't, but he's clearly also not really concerned. Again, he's clearly of the school where, like, better to have the sniper killing and maybe cause the other sniper to be a bit more cautious. And there you go. In this case, though, it's not even that, in which case you can still get the counter snipe. Shot there. And he's just like, he doesn't care. Who cares about those English sharpshooters anyways? They can't hit anything, can they? He's just taunting at this point, and then poof. Anyways, officer there's near the ace level here. Captain in the shed there is about to become the captain. Well, buried beneath the shed if he's not careful. Sturmofficer there's 17 kills. Handful command tank ripping through the Allied lines here. Heavy Panzer Corps for Fire&Terror. At which point he just built that for the command tank. At which point he might just honestly gone straight ahead for the Heavy Panzer Corps and then got the command tank anyway, since you just need either Heavy Panzer Corps or the Suprema Corps to get out the command tank. Obviously we delayed it a bit, but I don't know, just slightly rankles me. But we've got a Sturm Punch there for Fire&Terror. Feels like he might be committing a bit too much to anti-infantry. We only got like one Pack 40 here. That could perhaps be a bit of an overreach there by Fire&Terror. We'll have to see here. Panther 4 that pushed back. What is Ausar planning? Panther? Is he going to try and hold out for Jagdtiger? Hard to say here. Still, the Germans can have the Allies here very much in the back foot. Largely on the defense. They got all the victory points still. They got a good chunk of the map. They got both munitions point. The Germans are definitely holding a lot of advantages here. They got the machine gun here, parts of the flank there. Sturmpanzer almost done. We do have the officer at the ace level here for Ausar. So Sturm officer squad there with a Bren gun. And of course the Sturmgewehr, just all the bonuses they just put together, all of that. Plus the ability to, like, you know, further pop in the orders there. Sturmpanzer out there for Fire&Terror. Finding positions here for Kusanagi. He saw it there, we got to see a bit of sneak around there, grab some points here. Thumbs up to Kusanagi. Mallard, though, continues to operate with a commander here, though. At this point, yeah, it's going to be like, you know, Vanguard. And it's likely just going to be primarily for the strafing support. Maybe the Crocodile, but even maybe vehicle repairs, but largely, I imagine, for strafing support, since that is still a very, very good loiter ability. As it basically combines an anti-infantry and anti-tank loiters into one powerful loiter, and apparently the rocket loiter part of it is pretty much like, you know, unnerved P-47, so very powerful. Easily, Panther was the captain there pushing it back, so that will require, of course, the Germans having some anti-aircraft elements set up, and, well, they don't. Only benefit right now is the Allies do not have the munitions to power this. We do get assault artillery here from Fire&Terror on the pack howitzer. And it would appear he's either going for Jagdtiger here or a King Tiger. We'll find out in a few moments, because he can soon go for the Jagdtiger. And he has yet to go for, like, a Mechanized regiment, so if he doesn't go for that, or just pops in a few seconds, then we obviously know what's planned. There you go, can call in the Jagdtiger, and he does in fact do so. Jagdtiger has been summoned to the front line. Sturmpanzer getting the 6-pounder gun. He shoots whiffs. West side of the machine being hammered directly with the armored cart with no support here. He's going to have to retreat the machine gun, unsurprisingly. Panzerwerfer on the way there for Fire&Terror. Mallard there with hammer attacks, so that means comets. Got the Calliope here, unleashing a rocket storm here. And, oof, that wipes an Oberson squad there. Great kill there for Kusanagi. Likely starting development there for House of the Vile. Another M1 engine there for Kusanagi. Looks like he's going to be relying on a mix of anti-tank guns and just otherwise lots of self-propelled artillery. Sturmpanzer about to get knocked out here. Swift dive here by Mallard with his armored car and some sappers. Completely blindsides Fire&Terror. Sturmpanzer wait for. There you go. A big surprise for the British. A Jagdtiger. Alright, chaps. We've almost got. Good lord. What? That. And that's definitely not what you want to be seeing when you're in a high chase pursuit in the armored car appear on the horizon. A Jagdtiger. Tons of barrels here from Fire&Terror, hoping to cause clear up some of the anti-tank guns. In fact, we got one there seized by Mallard, which is obviously really bad news for Fire&Terror and by extension Ausar. 6-pounder gun in it, pack 40 sitting up here. Command tank trying to snipe the sniper, but it's not working out. We do get a nice smoke shell here from the command tank. Jagdtiger could try and use fast support here, but it's a bit too preoccupied. Command tank here just trying to stay clear of the anti-tank guns, but fortune does not smile upon Fire&Terror. His command tank is now a burning husk of steel. German situation looking significantly weaker here. Particularly, I think Fire&Terror may have overcommitted into one particular realm of the art of warfare and kinda is a bit lopsided. In particular, like right now, Fire&Terror has no way of dealing with tanks, and let alone a comet of all things, so he will absolutely need something out there. He's going for packs, but also the sheer amount of artillery then from the Allies means he may actually want Stubes and stuff like that, but oh well. Jagdtiger, 4 kills. I mean, he's going to be heavily reliant on being able to stay close enough then to Ausar's Jagdtiger. It's like not get completely, you know, spanked. Anyways, first up, gun is bring up here. Machine gun they reclaimed here for the German army. A small, tiny tactical victory, I guess, there for Fire&Terror. finding a cold piece of pizza in the refrigerator after a party the evening before. I don't know. Not a big victory, but you know, it's something. And it's going to the section there. Machine gun there needs to be careful. Just make sure the pizza's actually good. I remember one time. That was not fun. Anyways, stories aside. Sappers pushing forward to the section. The east side here, we got troops pushing forward here with the Panzerslieger. Panzer sending out here. Germans slow losing ground now. Got another Panzer barrage here from Fire and Terror. Hoping again to get lucky, but so far his Panzer barrage is double nil so far on getting anything killed there. And there you go. Also there, Panther 4 dives right in front of a Comet and a series of other nasty things getting knocked out rapidly. And we got a lot of anti-tankers now for the Allies. Like, that's 4 anti-tankers total. 2 of them with very high rates of fire. The Comet. Situation for the German army is definitely looking tough here, and the question is, does their force composition even allow like a proper assault like Navy breakthrough? Hard to say here. Not impossible, but it's also not impossible. That one wrong move could quickly cost them the match. A good shot from the Jagdtiger and the Scot there. An actual Scot that hit by the 128mm armor-piercing shell of the Jagdtiger probably would have been sent at least a little flying. Ooh, full what on the Panzer scored here. Also, fun fact about the gun, the Jagdtiger, they actually had an anti-tank gun with that gun, as known as the PaK-44. Got the Scot there, good kill. Push up the left flank here with the Brents sections. Got 135 for 371. What will Fire and Terror commit to next, and what will Ausar go for next? I'm guessing another Panzer 4 here. Storm of Zerada, got the Sturm Panzer moving up. And we got the Calliope here for Kusanagi, another one that's just more rocket artillery to replace the Scots. East we got the Panzers, the Rob Squad, they're quickly popping Molotovs. They of course got a machine gun and the BAR. Panzer with another barrage. Will third time be the charm, or will it be another disaster? No, it actually almost gets both crews. That's an improvement. Sturmpanzer Jagdtiger moving in here. There we go, trying to wreck it here before it can be crewed. Or at least wreck it while it's getting recruited, I don't know. Sadly though, for Fire and Terror, Lady Luck does not like him at all. He seems more like a cruel mother-in-law to him. Sturmpanzer here, close to Vettini 2. Jagdtiger, they team Vettini 1. Which increases the number of shells and supporting fire ability. Getting a lot of allied troops that murdered with the massive high close shells you can fire off. Which obviously would have been sizable at that size. Bit of air recon here from Kusanagi. Not looking great here for the Germans. Now. Got massive climb out here, and there you go, absolutely ripping apart Fire and Terror, showing you how to get it done with rocket artillery as opposed here. Leaving his forces absolutely crippled. His machine gun wiped again, his anti-tank gun dead, his gun is almost annihilated. We got the Jagdtiger, they're getting some more kills in here. Another series of supporting fire volleys here from Ausar's Jagdtiger. That recruit, Sturmpanzer moving up. East of we got the Panther 4 busy with some infantry on the eastern victory point here. Panther on the way there for Fire and Terror, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Sturmpanzer Team 2 and the Schutzen. Shot fired there at the Sturmpanzer. Panther there slowly getting ready. Infantry-wise to Fire and Terror is in a pretty rough spot. And while Ausar's looking a bit better, it's not by a lot. He would, I think, also benefit a fair amount from more infantry. At this point, though, probably more Sturmpuni to assist with the repairs here. And so, I mean, a lot of Orcos players just tend to stick to like one Sturmpuni squad because a lot of the time you get away with one because they do have better repair speeds than, say, most Pioneers. But, like, still, you kind of want just more Sturmpuni, I personally find, because, again, It helps expedite the repairs, and they're also, pretty decent combat troops. So, having 2 of them typically tends to be, I think, a decent investment at a certain point. Enemies plunging through the captain. Almost wiped out. There we go. In fact, they did get wiped out. And we do have the Panther out here for Fire&Terror and the German army. We do have a fair amount of armor assembled, but again, the infantry side is really where things get tough. Comet number 2 on the way here for Mallard. Air reconnaissance again here from Kusanagi. Fairly consistent use of the ability. Thumbs up. Fresh Panzer is out here for Ausar. Probably going for them because they're cheaper than the opposite are, but they're also the 5-man, and so they are by definition less likely to just get immediately wiped by Allied artillery, which I imagine is currently Ausar's major concern here. Panther under fire here from the anti-tank guns there. Sniper there with 17 kills. Jagdtiger landing a good shot here in the Comet. Panther following up with a shot. They got the Strum bombarding the double anti-tank guns here. Almost got them. There we go. 1 down. Panther Bash joining in as well. And there you go. Rex, the Pack 40. At the same time, rocket strikes are landing in the midst of the German forces. The Sturmoffizier has completely been annihilated. Nothing left of him to bury. Comet there taking hits from the Jagdtiger there. Panther remaining reserve here. We got the Sturmpanzer trying to push back the infantry. There go the sniper. Takes a direct hit from the 150mm gun. And yeah, not much left there to put back in a pine box. More gun DC for Fire&Terror. Closing on the ace level here. An absolutely brutish engagement. But one that really doesn't favour the Germans, to put it gently. I think this is one where they probably should look to somehow, seek out the engagement on the offense and try to not get slaughtered by large amounts of artillery. Instead, they just end up with a more standing match, which is obviously against all of this not quite in their favour. Panther have the 7 kills. Panther Fords again, though, fairly damaged. That said, he can't really force it around to wait for repairs too long. We got the Mechanized right up here with the repair pioneers, I imagine, on the way here. We got 121 to 311. The Germans are still in this, I think, in part due to their armour, but things looking tough. We got another supporting barrage here, or supporting fire volley there from Ausar's Jagdtiger. Panther need repairs, got the vehicle repairability plus the pioneers working in that one. Same here for the Sturmpioneer, just without the pioneers. And we got 1 strafing support ability lined up here. That could be a bit of a headache there for the Germans if unleashed at the right time, to put it gently. Particularly since they don't have any Ostwinds or flak half-tracks or anything like that. They kind of got the Schwerer punted quarters, but that one is not particularly great against aircraft. It's decent, but, it's not going to, put a massive dent into them. Pack there cleared out. Sturmpanzer behind the anti-tank gun and wiped.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
East level there, 23 kills. Wrecked. Grab the center there. Looks like the Germans are mounting a comeback here, though at a fairly high price. Got the Jagdtiger almost ready too, though. That's definitely getting dangerous then for the Allies if that does happen, because it does get more mobile and crucially a higher rate of fire, which combined can definitely make it a bit more dangerous. Got the H2 punch. That's also definitely a problem, by the way. Again, faster, but also that high rate of fire really makes it a nightmare then for infantry and support weapons. Jagdtiger there again supporting fire. He very consistent with the ability. Thumbs up to Ausar. Got the anti-tank gun. The Allies actually rapidly jump. We do get a Jackson out here for Kusanagi. And of course, it's still a well-timed push with strafing support. Could possibly, kick the Germans into the death if they're not careful. But there you go. Vector on the Jagdtiger. Good shot on the Jackson. Almost got her there with the 128mm gun. Pack 40 there. Follow-up shot there. Almost had it. But somehow the Jackson survives with the tiniest sliver of health. I'm pretty sure the driver's not looking like he's in a great spot. Hey, Jack, how you holding up down there? I can't feel like most of my body. Oh, I'm sure you're fine.
Ready for action.
Common on the move again here. Sturmpanzer rolling ahead here, 26 kills.
The adversary has slipped to 100 points.
Ausar go for next. Maybe another Panda 4. And flak half tech could be a decent investment, honestly, but we'll see. Got the Panda barrage off here. Almost got the anti-tank, but fell a bit short there. Now they're supporting fire here into the midst of Allied infantry. Good shot there. Lewis blown to bits. Sturmpanzer joining in the fun here. Rifleman getting hammered here. Almost got the entire unit wiped here with the supporting fire. And force the rifle squad. And there we go. We do get the strafing support in there. While the Comet's charging in, we got emergency war speed as well here. Thumbs up. Panzerwerfer. Sturmpanzer won't be able to assist much here. Comet, they're going for the Panzerwerfer. We got the Panther moving in here. Pax. Rocket scream from above here. Jagdtiger already half health. Panther 4 with the damage engine. Comet going up behind the lines here. Sturmpanzer, of course, this is pretty much useless. So, he, at least not the biggest threat here. So obviously the Comet's just going to focus on the bigger threats like the Jagdtiger, the Panther 4. We got the Jackson fanging as well here. Really good push here. And the German forces here are being completely ripped apart. But there you go. Jagdtiger scores another kill. Half a to veteran. The 3 would be very dangerous there for the Allies if the Germans can somehow get there without losing. But there you go. Veteran 2 Comet. The Jagdtiger is still outflanked here. Jackson moves in there. Veterans 1 could pop the 8 rounds. We got another Panzerwerfer this time for Fire&Terror. Yeah. Jagdtiger turns around here, but the Jackson on the flank here. Jagdtiger down. Jagdtiger down. Panzerwerfer down as well. Now I think it's GG there for the Germans. A crushing blow here from the Allies. Quite the fight here with some, fairly rare-ish Jagdtiger usage that's actually, I think, quite good there by Ausar. I think to a degree though, Fire&Terror, again, kind of overcommitted into one element. He lacked, I think, some more broader elements in his, force composition to really pull through there. Otherwise, I think it was certainly, had something going. There's just command tank into Sturmpanzer, only 1 Pack 40. And, yeah, something was lacking there, I feel like. Either way, though, hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Cheers. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.